The Catholic Diocese of Pittsburgh has now received about 50 new allegations of sex abuse just over the past week. So tonight, the White House is in damage control mode following a series of dramatic legal developments. The most alarming thing that has happened in the past 24 hours, President Trump's former attorney, his quote-unquote cleanup guy, who has turned now on the commander-in-chief. We're talking about gerrymandering, and typically it's the party that is in power, state by state. They will go around and they will redraw, what is it, about every 10 years, they will redraw the district lines, and the political party that is in power at the time will of course do the gerrymandering to make sure that their party continues to win and that there will never be doubt that they will ever lose that seat.
Let's talk a little bit about Kiara's ex-boyfriend. You've met him before. What was your first impression of Kiara's ex? He's in jail tonight, not on any charges about the disappearance of your daughter, on fraud charges, but they are holding him without bond. Do you believe your daughter is still alive?
A Valley 12-year-old is now jumping to new heights tonight, headed to Russia to represent Team USA. Van Larson just won the National Trampoline Championship. He knew that there was a family trapped inside of it. He knew the house was engulfed in flames. He had to somehow get inside and get this family out. Look at him. He's waking up this family, all these little kids who were sleeping on that trundle bed, to get them out. We spoke to people who are experts in the field of glioblastoma, and they said likely it's because doctors, they just didn't have anything left to do. There's nothing more that they could do. It is an extremely aggressive type of brain cancer, and we knew that it would be hours, perhaps even days, that he would eventually pass away. But what Senator McCain has shown all of us through all of this is the kind of fight that he has from the days of him being a prisoner of war. We told you earlier this week about all the smoke from the California wildfires that is currently part of the reason why our air quality has just been so bad over the last few days. This is where all the fires are burning in California. Clearly, this is where the strong smoke is, all of the dense smoke is, but it is moving all the way across the country, even down through parts of Arizona, all the way over to New York City. Royal Norman over at the Forecast Center to kind of explain exactly this pattern of smoke we're seeing. I mean, you can see this guy, he's got his garden hose out here. He is spraying his house down, hoping that these flames and the embers don't catch his house on fire. You know, the Valley is a well-known sports destination, but there's another less publicized sport that is drawing people here from all over the world. It's called base jumping. Night Vision correspondent Morgan Lowe explains there's one spot right in the middle of the Valley where base jumping is perfectly legal.
Probably like 10:30, 11.
Do you remember that? The Cardinals general manager Steve Keim getting arrested for extreme DUI. Yeah, he did his time in jail. He served a 5-week suspension from the team. And tonight he's back in the game. In fact, he's telling us he is still dealing with the consequences of letting his family down. The Republican Senate race is heating up, and candidate Martha McSally appears now to be distancing herself from President Trump. It's somebody she has praised nonstop on the campaign trail. Martha McSally once again dodging all questions when it comes to the president's honesty. And we asked the Senate candidate 3 times today if she believes Donald Trump tells the truth. Each time, McSally refused to answer the question. Martha McSally, Jared, certainly took a page out of Donald Trump's book tonight by kind of giving a nickname, a slanderous nickname to the political opponent, now calling Kyrsten Sinema Hollywood Cinema. Let's talk about Colin Kaepernick for a second, his athletic ability and everything that has gone on. In your opinion, and just taking Colin Kaepernick's athletic ability and the fact that a court has now allowed his case to go forward because Kaepernick says that he has been blacklisted by the NFL because he kneeled during the national anthem. Your opinion, does he have the athletic ability to at least be a backup quarterback on any other NFL team right now? Brian, I know you're out there where this scene of the crime happened, and we see that yellow crime scene tape behind you, and this is clearly the very beginning stages of this investigation. Do we know at all what this officer was either chasing after these suspects for? Was he investigating something? Do we know anything about what led up to this shooting?